Hey, folks. Dave back here tonight. Oh, look, I have Kansas City and I have Kansas City. I didn't realize that. I had two Kansas Cities going on today. Well, it can only mean one thing. We're going to be playing some Kansas City Royals baseball here tonight. This, I believe, is game 2 of the Roger Clemens project I'm working on. Game 2 for Clemens, that is. And I know I kind of bailed on the project and I quit. I kind of did. But I wanted to try it in another engine. This will be the third engine I try. So if this one starts going off the rails, then I think we're kind of done with it, so to speak. But I did want to give it another try. And so let me go to my field here. And so we should be at the field right now, Fenway Park. It's the 7-1 Red Sox against the 1-7 Kansas City team, and I got to say the Sox are actually doing better in this replay too. The last couple of replays, I was like, oh, it wasn't that good, and so now it's hopefully a little bit better. At least I think it is. So, alrighty. So again, Clemens on the mound, and he's taking on Kansas City, and let's see how it goes. All right, this is season ticket baseball. Hopefully my dice are all set for season ticket, and let me see. I think we should be good to go. I don't play the super advanced version of this. I play mostly basic, but I do add some steals and things like that, and I try to get everything correct the best I can. But this is one of those games you can just add on so many layers and levels. It's really fun. All right, let's go here. Clemens on the mound here. And he's taking on Kansas City here. Rudy Law up at the plate. So here we go. So we have a 448. So Clemens is a righty. And a 448. Oh, we're going to lead off with a double. So Rudy Law with a double. So right off the bat, things aren't going too well out of the gate for Clemens. Let me get my cheat sheet over here because I will need that tonight for my digital diamond here. All right, so I got my cheat sheet here in case I need it. The new cheat sheet is awesome, by the way. They've added so many things. All right, so we got a double. And here we go. And Demi comes by, and same game for him as well. Nice, yeah. This is a fun game. I do like this season ticket here. And I do like the cards, how they come out. The PDFs come out printed. I do like that. All right, so Rudy Law's on base. So now I'm going to go to Willie Wilson. And let's see if he can knock him home. I got a 380, and that's going to be, okay, that's a 4-6. So what I try not to overthink this. So if that's hit down to second base, I'm going to say he advances. So we're just going to go a G4 on this. And so now we got a runner on third with one away. So now it's George Brett. And let's just check the speed of Law. So he's a 5 speed, just in case I need that. I don't always need that, but just in case. And here we go. Clemens the pitch. I like how fast this plays. I really do. It's not as fast as APA Basic or Strat Basic, but neither is it quite as difficult and I don't know what the word is. Confusing isn't the right word, but is difficult maybe difficult to get the results. It goes pretty smooth is what I'm trying to say. And a 174 finally off the Clemens card. Oh, we got a fly ball into left field, and no runners advance. That's going to be shallow. So that's what I really like about this game is it lets you know who can advance and who can't, and who has to advance and who may advance. So it really clears up things. So there's no wondering about anything. All right, so it's going to be a fly ball into left field. Nobody advancing on the play. And so now it's going to be Hal McRae up. So Clemens with a man on third might actually get out of this inning. So let's see on this next pitch here. Hal McRae, a 180. And lined, got a line drive at the shortstop. R3 is thrown out at home. Well, we don't need to worry about that because it was a line drive right at the shortstop, and Romero's going to grab that, and that'll end the inning. So we don't need to worry about the play at the plate. All right, so we have Mark Gubiza. Raisinets and Goobers. All right, Raisinets and Goobers coming in. All right, so we have Goobers coming in now. And, boy, on Juckett, if Juckett's watching, I do like the suggestion on the low latency. I'm looking here on my screen over here, and, yeah, it's a lot faster than the old way. So, yeah, good job with finding out that. All right, so we have Gubiza and Dwight Evans here coming up. All right, here comes the pitch now. A 6-5-0. All right, so I need to get my chart here. And we add 10 to that. So a 6-6-0. That's going to be hit down to shortstop. And that will be one away. I need to set this up a little bit better. Not like that. Maybe like that. All right, shortstop, one away. Yeah. Hang on a sec. So G6. All right, so Evans is out. That's the only thing about this game is the cards. You only need the cards, but you do need this sheet right here. And I do need to have that hanging around somewhere. I suppose I could, you know what I could do here? Let me do it the smart way, because I'm not a smart guy all the time. I'm going to put this here. These things are invaluable, by the way. You get these little things here, okay? And they clip right on. These things are so good. And they just slide anywhere here on the table. And I can get right at it. So now I have them, and I can see my charts here. There we go. Alrighty, so Wade Boggs coming up with one away. And Wade Boggs rolls a 2. Oh, that should be good, right? So Boggs is a lefty, 296. That's a deep drive into right field. Going back is Motley, a power of 4. Ooh, boy, we got a 16 and a 4 is a 20, and that is gone. Boggs sends this one out, and the Red Sox lead 1-0 on the home run by Boggs. That just dropped over the fence in right field, and the Red Sox are out in front. It is 1-0. Bill Buckner coming out to hit now, and he's got a 3.83. And that's going to be hit down to second base. Nice easy play here by the second baseman, Frankie White. And he'll take that one. So there's 2 away. Jim Rice, pitchers, pay the price when they face Jim Rice. I think I had that T-shirt as a kid, actually. And let's see what he does here against Gubiza. And a 4.29. So against a righty is going to be... That's going to be down to shortstop. 6-4-3. They used to call him 6-4-3 Rice, too. G6, and that is that. So, and that's it. But the home run by Boggs gets the Sox up 1-0. Oh, yeah, Justin's talking about season ticket football in the chat. You know, I got to make a note to myself. In fact, I'm going to do it right now. I need to get a hold of Clay because we need to have him on the show. And we need to talk about season ticket, and we need to talk about his football game. So thank you, Justin, for reminding me. Gary stops by. Hi, Gary. We're playing a little bit of season ticket here. For the moment, I revived the 86 project with Roger Clemens. For the moment, we're just seeing how it goes here with this game here with season ticket. Alrighty. Let's see, Frank. I need to change here, right? So Frank White comes up, and Clemens comes back out here. These cards are a little bit bigger than the Apple ones and a lot of the other cards, but they're not bad. I do like them. They're so clear. These, I think, are the clearest cards in the business, where they show everything. Everything's clear and concise. You never have to wonder about anything. And I said that from the beginning, that these cards, I think, are the clearest and best-looking cards in the business, even for PDFs, which I print out here. All right, so we got a 241 here, so a righty, and a 241 is struck him out. So Clemens with his first strikeout of the day or evening, whatever this was played, and there's one away here in the Royal second. Steve Bell Boney comes up in a 5.28. So this is going to be a catcher thing type thing, right? 528. And this is going to be good, I think, because we're looking at the 8. So Gedman is my catcher. And 528 is going to be, it's a pass ball. I knew that was going to be bad, but not too bad. So that's a pass ball, and that's really going to be nothing with nobody on base. So we're going to pitch it again. 577. So this time's going to be hit out to left field to Rice. Let's see what Rice does on a 577 out in left field, and that's going to drop in for a double. Now, R1 may challenge the fielder's arm, but we're not going to do it. He's a speed 0, so we're going to drop that in for a double. So Balboni, that's the second double of the game for the Royals. And my dog better not be outside looking to come in. I just brought him in. DJ John comes by as well tonight. All right, so for the second time, the Royals have a man on second base. Darryl Motley is playing in right field tonight. It helps if I roll this dice here. I got a 207. And against the righty, struck him out. And so it is 2 away. Will the Royals strand another guy? Jim Sundberg comes up. And a 173, and that's going to be a fly ball into left. Rice has plenty of room out there, and he will make the catch. And so once again, the Royals threaten, and they do not score. We go to the bottom of the second here in Boston, and it's 1-0 Sox and a home run by Wade Boggs. Okay, so here we go now. Donnie Baylor up at the plate. Baylor hitting in the sim 207. Well, again, we're only 9 games in. This is Clemens' second game, so we're not that deep into the sim, by the way. All right, let's roll our dice. I got a 2 and a 3 and a 6. So against the righty, and it's going to be hit down to short, and Salazar will come up with this one. And we have 1 away. Tony Armas will roll the dice. 341. Struck him out. So he goes down swinging and is quickly 2 away. That's the other thing. Again, this game just plays so quick sometimes. I really do like it. It's no muss, no fuss most of the time. And a 685. It's a 695. This is going to be hit. 695, and no. Hang on a sec. He took that pitch outside for ball 4. So we're gonna go with a walk. Usually the high 6s are pretty good. It just wasn't high enough. There's a little spot here. I don't know if I can show you here. So on the 600s, if you can see this, anything over 703 is deep. You got some singles here in a double, but then snuck in here at 695 to 702. You got your base on balls, and that's what we got here. So. And that's what's kind of funky about the charts here. And I need to ask that. Need to ask Clay that too when we get him on here. Is, even on the deep drives, there is a couple of outs kind of woven into the charts, so to speak. So it's not always higher is better. And I want to know why he did that, because sometimes it's nice to know that if you get a 17 to 20, it's going to be a home run. But sometimes on one of the things here, it's not a home run. So we got Gedman on right now with the walk. Marty Barrett coming up. We get 2 away. And a 4-1-6 against the righty. And that's going to be chopped down to third base. And Brett will easily take this one here. And that'll be it for the Sox. So they leave one on. We go to the third. Fast-moving game here in Boston. 1-2-0. Salazar, Angel Salazar, the shortstop. A 105. That's a 305, and he struck him out. So Clemens picking up his 3rd strikeout of the day. Rudy Law. Law hitting 280 here. And tonight he's got a double. He had a leadoff double back in the first inning. 684. And And that's going to be a single this time. So he's 2 for 2. So he's got a double and a single. He's halfway to the cycle. And Willie Wilson will come up. Now he's speed is a 5, steal's a 5. We're not going to be steal. Well, should we steal? He had 14 stolen bases. Why not? Let's have some fun. All right, let's see if he can get the lead first off. All righty, so establishing a lead is going to be his steal, which we said was a 5, plus the blue and the white die against Clemens' hold rating of 6. So he's going to have a 16. So it's going to be greater than or equal to 16. So we need an 11, and no, he doesn't get the lead. He has 8 and 5, which is 13, so he doesn't get the lead, so he's not going to go. So Clemens doing a good job of holding him at first base. I like that aspect of the game a lot. The steal attempts, establishing a lead. Also, if I rolled, what is it here? If both 10-sided die below the pitcher's pickoff rating, which is a 2, it would be he'd be picked off. And there's also, I can also overthrow on that too. If the runner's picked off if both 10-sided die below the pickoff rating. Well, it's not, but it's good to know that. And overthrows, yeah. If 10-sided die exceeding the thrower's fielding, so it's an 8, so they don't exceed. I'll get it. Exceed an 8. So yeah, so if they're really low or really high, you got to check the charts here. Again, it's kind of optional stuff, but I do like to use it. I think it makes it fun. I have picked off runners before, and it's super fun. It's super fun. The mechanics of this game are super fun. All right, so Law ain't going anywhere. Wilson up. 597. Uh-oh. This is going to be tough. This is going to be in the right field. So Evans back there with a 7. I'm not liking this. And no, that's going to drop in for a double. So it says a double. Now, on just a double now, it's 2 bases. So Law cannot score on this. So it's going to be another double here for the Royals. So they have second and third with 1 away. And George Brett coming up. Now, do we walk Brett to load the bases? I think we do. And then we play for the double play with McRae. All right, so we're going to go intentional walk here. Whoop. Intentional walk. So the bases are loaded with 1 away, and Hal McRae comes up playing for the double play. Apparently being tongue-twisted is a thing. Yeah, it is. So, I was reading it, and as I was doing something else, and as you know, when the camera's on and you're chatting in the chat room and the dog's barking, you tend to, yeah. All right, Hal McRae with the bases loaded. Hal McRae, I got a 4.82 and F8++. So that's going to be a fly ball into center field. Law will score, and Wilson will go to third, is how I'm reading this. So let's check this here. So this is a fly ball in the center field. R3, R2. Let's see if that worked out. Yep. So Wilson goes to third. Brett stays at first. Yep, there we go. All right, I'm getting pretty good at these codes here. That's like the little mini game within the game is figuring out the codes. All right, so 4 hits by the Royals so far. The 1-7 Royals, 4 hits so far on Clemens. So there's 2 outs now and runners at the corners. And it's going to be White with a 3.93. And this is going to be hit into left field deep, but Rice will get there. And he will make the catch to end the side. So the Royals do get 1 this time. And they've tied the game at 1-1. And Fenner's working that overnight shift. Holy cow, I did that a long time ago. That is tough to get used to, buddy. So he woke up from overnight. Another one tonight. And good to see everybody today. Yeah, good to see you too. That football game I played, the Vikings and the Patriots, holy cow, was that a good game. That was so fun. It just feels like a real football game. And when teams can't get anything going, you just feel that they're just stuck in a rut. And the momentum of the game changed. It is so fun, that game. It really is. And then a fumble changed the course of the game, and then Fran Tarkenton drove him down for the winning field goal. That was so fun. Again, I'm enjoying that game. Too much I'm enjoying it. Ed Romero hitting 273 early in the season. That's a 4.97, and that's going to be a deep drive in the center field. Wilson back in the triangle. He will navigate that, and he will make the catch, and Romero a long out. Dwight Evans coming up. He's leading off today, and he grounded out to shortstop here. I don't ever remember Evans leading off, but okay, we'll go with what they did. I'm not the manager. 4-3-0, and he's going to get a walk. So Evans comes up, draws the Pantera walk. And now Wade Boggs comes up. He homered. All he's done today is homered. That's all he's done today is homered. So here comes the pitch from Gubiza. Oh, a 6.89. It's a 6.99. And that's going to be a walk as well. So back-to-back free passes. And the Sox got something going with Billy Buckner coming up, hitting 353 early in the season. First and second, Gubiza in a little bit of trouble here. Buckner, 656. And that's going to be hit down to third. The only play is to second. And Brett will toss that over to White. They'll get Boggs. So there's two away with runners at the corners. And again, I love how this specifies that 5-4. I like that a lot. Fenner had a good game of APA baseball yesterday with the Astros and the Rangers. And the Astros got enough offense and pitching for them, and it was outstanding. Oh, nice. Nice. What season was that, by the way? I like to know what seasons people are playing. Jim Rice coming up. First and third, two away. The pitch to Rice. 4-4-9. And it's going to be hit hard right at Frank White, and he'll take care of that. And he'll take care of Rice, and the Sox leave a couple of more men on. So let's go to the top of the fourth. We're tied here at 1-1. And it's going to be Balboni now facing Clemens. He's got a double here today. Oh, this is last year's playoffs teams. Oh, okay. Balboni, and he's going to roll a 321 and strike him out. Balboni goes down. That's going to be strikeout number 4 for Clemens today in a 1-1 game. Sox, with the only hit they got is the one hit, and that's the home run by Boggs. We got Darryl Motley Crew up now, 587, and that's going to be hit into center field. Tony Armas, and that's going to drop in. And let me see, what is the B question mark? The B question mark. I got a 2B plus B question mark. That's the batter may challenge the arm. His arm is a 2, and his speed is a 3. So, do we want to, something? Let's have a challenge here. We're gonna have a challenge. Alrighty, so he's gonna try to challenge the arm here. So the runner's safe. Okay, so we got his arm in center field is a 2. And so that's going to be a 12. So Motley, his speed is 3. We're going to roll all 3 dice plus the speed, and he just needs to beat a 12. I think the running's a little too easy in this game, but we're going to find out. So I need at least a 9 for him to slide in the third with a triple. Alrighty? And yeah, you see how I got a 15. I mean, it's not even close. Even if I rolled all 3s, I probably would have been safe, or at least I would have been close. So he's going to get a triple out of this. So Motley's going to stretch this into a triple, as Armas had trouble in the center field triangle. So now with a man on third and 1 away, Sundberg comes up. Sundberg. Here we go. Sundberg on the swing. 385. And that's going to be pops it up. Oh, that's a big out right here. Pops it up. Buckner's going to get under it, and he'll make the catch. And now there's 2 away, and Angel Salazar will come up. Molly's still sitting on third base. 1-6-3. And this is batted down to Barrett at second base. And that will do it here. And the triple goes to waste. So we're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. It is still 1-1 Royals and the Red Sox here. Season ticket baseball back on the channel. And I got to tell you, I do like this game. It's really, really fun. I have a lot of seasons for it, too. It's just got to print them all out. That's kind of the bummer, you know. Well, it's not so much the bummer, but I mean, I like how they come out. If I put my printer on print to actual size, they print, and I can just do a couple of cuts, and they're done. And there's not a lot of pages. There's really like just maybe 5 pages to print for each team. It's not too bad. The cards are big. Everyone's carded. There's a lot of things I like about this game. Donnie Baylor coming up. 0 for 1 today. 681. And he's going to drop a single into center field. Alrighty, so Baylor's on. He's no threat to steal, that's for sure. RJL stops by. Yeah, we get some baseball in Studio B tonight here. I know I gave up on my Clemens project in '86, but I'm trying it out in season ticket. It didn't work out well in Strat. It didn't work out well in payoff pitch. Let's see how it does in season ticket. Let's see how long I go. That's kind of what I'm doing here. And Fenner's going to play some Stone Cold hockey tonight. Oh, I should do that too. I like that game. Blackhawks and Canucks. Stone Cold's such a fun game. It really is. Tony Armas up now. Nobody out. Baylor on. Do we want to bunt? No, bunt 1. No, I ain't going to bunt. Uh-oh, 3-14. Strike him out. I should have bunted. Should have bunted. We got the strikeout. There's 1 away. So we're at double play depth now for Rich Gedman. A 4-0-5. And, oh, no, that's going to be an out. Hit down the White. White's only play, though, is to first. And so Baylor will take second with 2 away. And, again, I love how I can visualize that with this game where it just says 4-3. So that means that it's, I'm pretty sure, yeah, that he goes to first base only. I do like that. And if it was 4-6, then that would mean I would get second base. The guy would be out there. I just liked how everything's spelled out for me. Again, I don't like to think too much in baseball because I'm not a good baseball thinker. I was talking to Juckett about that today. I said that's one of the things I really like about season ticket. It makes it easy for a guy like me. And I think it's still hardcore enough for the hardcores. Marty Barrett, 2-9-7. Oh, this is going to be hit into deep left field. Barrett gets a hold of this one. His power is a 1, though. Let's see if he can get this to drop in. So a power of 1 is 8. And that's going to drop. Oh, single 2 bases. No way. Okay, now hang on a sec. The batter has to challenge the arm, though. Oh, boy. So it's going to be a single. Runner will score, and he must challenge the fielder's arm. So this is going to, Law's right here. Nice. So his arm is a 2. And the speed is a 4, though. That's not bad. All right, so let's see how it goes. So he's got a 12. We got to beat a 12. So here's a hit into left field. Baylor coming around to score. Barrett's going to try to get 2 out of this. Barrett, we roll the dice. Ooh, 7, 8, 9, 13. Oh, he just beats the throw. I needed a 12 total, and I got 13. That's how close that throw was. So we're going to call that a double. And the run will score, and the Sox lead 2-1. Boy, I love that about this game. That was fun. Again, I read on the chart, and he had to try it. And I like that this game says, you can't try it, you might try it, or you have to try it. I do. That's really neat. And Fannis says, have to admit there are so many cool games out there these days. I love all the options. Yeah, I mean, how many times I come on here and say I love this game, and then I need to play this one. I need to play Stone Cold. I need to, play this game. It's a good time to be in this gaming community. There's so many fun games to play. All right, so we got a double out of Barrett now. So with 2 outs, the Sox take the lead. And what is the fatigue on him? So he's a 5 fatigue. And I do like the fatigue system here as well. Whereas you go your innings, and then you start getting fatigued with every hit after that. Although, I don't know, if you were to get racked, hang on one second here. If you were to get racked, if you gave up like 10 runs in the first inning, I wonder if that would affect anything. I don't think it does. But I imagine that, just kind of out of common sense, that if the pitcher gave up 10 runs in the first inning, you'd be yanking him, All right, so we have Ed Romero coming out here. He's going to see what he can do. He flied out the last time. So 2 outs, Barrett on second base. We got a 358, and he's just going to pop this one up lazily over to the first baseman, Balboni, and Balboni will take that and put that away like tenderoni. So let's go to the top of the 5th right now. It is 2-1 Sox. We got a nail biter here going on here. Clemens gets into some jams, but he manages to pitch out of most of them. So we got Rudy Law, who singled and drove in a run, I believe. 543. This is going to be hit down to Barrett, and a 543. He'll make that play. So it's going to be a G4. And Rudy Law, he fought the law, but this time the law didn't win. Willie Wilson, 5. Ooh, another one here. 5. I think that's going to be an out. Gedman, 522. Yeah, he's going to pop this one up, and Gedman will come over and make the play. And again, all you do is come over here to the Gedman card and 522, and that's your out. If he's playing out of position, you just look at the blue die. You compare it to the ratings over here on page 13. I need to do a video on that. And I was making that out to be way harder than it was. Now, if someone's out of position, I can pretty much solve that at bat in a couple of seconds now. So I was pretty happy about that. So, that was a pop-out we said. So it's going to be a P2. Pop this one up. That's a 65 rolling Appa. I remember that. George Brett flied out and an intentional walk with 2 outs here. A 290. Oh, this is going to be 299. And this is deep left field. Brett got a hold of this one. Rice looking up on a power 7. Oh, no. 12. And that'll hit the wall. R1 question mark. He may challenge the arm. Speed 3. Let's check Rice's arm, shall we? And Rice his arm's a 5. What do we do? So it's a double. Brett could try to turn it into a triple, but I'm thinking with 2 outs, why take the chance? Because on a single, you're going to probably score anyway, I would think. And John here, and JC Sports. Can Clemens get it going? Well, he just gave up a double here to Brett. I'm just trying to decide if I want to go for the triple here. So Rice is a 5 arm out there, so I'd have to beat a 15. So I'd have to roll 12. It's 2-1. Not all singles are guaranteed hits here, runs. But looking at his card and Clemens' card, it looks like any single would be. I'm just going to take the double. And we're not going to get into trouble. All righty. So Hal McRae comes up now, the tying run at second base. Oh, I can see what one of the updates here in the game. I don't know if you can see that, but right up here by the outs, you see where my mouse is going here. You see now the guy's darker now. I think that's a black dot instead of a yellow dot. So it really sticks out now as far as who's on base. And that's one of the things I saw in the update. He's like, oh, I made it so you can see who's on base a little bit easier. I'm like, well, where is that? Well, it's up the top over there in case you're wondering. Alrighty, so we got Hal McRae coming up here. Tying run at second. 1, 5, 7. Struck him out. So it didn't matter if he went to third or not. So McRae goes down. Clemens out of the jam again. He's dancing on thin ice. But he's getting it done. And now we go to the fifth here. And Gubisa, so after this inning, Gubisa, that's how you say his name, is going to be tired if he gives up any hits here. Alrighty, so let me take my notes over here so I can do that, because I do need to keep track of that. So sometimes I forget to do that. Alrighty. Brett is aggressive by nature. You know, I probably should have taken that one there, but again, trying to go from, second to third when on a hit to left field, it's kind of like, I don't know about that. All right, so we got Dwight Evans coming up now. And Dwight Evans, a 353. Oh, right on the edge. Outside corner. Strike him out. And so Gubisa with his third strikeout of the day. And now it's Boggs. Boggs with a home run led things off here in the first inning. And he's also got a walk today. And a 6.35 is a 6.45. This is tapped down to first base. And Balboni will take that all by himself and is 2 away. And Sebastian says he thinks it's Gubisa. It might be. Again, I'm not familiar with him. I know a lot of the Royals back in '86, but that's one that eludes me. Gubaza. It looks like it's Again, it's Gubicza. So it's got to be Gubiza or Gubiza. Short E. Gubiza? 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 Where's P-Jet when you need him? he would be here yelling at me. All right, Buckner with 2 away. Screw this up here. 493. Oh, Buckner got a hold of this one. In the center field, but Wilson has plenty of room out there, and he will make the catch deep in center field. So Buckner going to hold of that one. Everett says Gubiza. So Gubiza? Buy is in like buy and large, like buy and sell? It's hard. I mean, I'm trying to read the chat room here, and you guys are trying your best, but sometimes you really got to spell it out when you're writing it down. Gubeza. So I'm getting Gubeza, Gubiza, Gubiza. By the time we get his name right, we're going to be taking him out of the game. Okay, so now he can. Oh, we're in the top of the 6. So Clemens can go through 6 without getting fatigued. So here we go. And the 646. This is going to be, hit down the first base. All right, Buckner will take that himself. Oh, it went through his legs. No, it didn't. Sorry. Sorry, had to do it. Behind the bag. Balboni comes up now. Balboni with a 393. Struck him out. Clemens with another strikeout. That's going to be number 6 on the day. And where's Scott when I need him? Scott was always here counting my strikeouts for me back in the day. Emphasize Goob. All right, so Goob is it Gubiza. I got Gubaza, Gubiza, and Gubeza. And Gubiza. That's going to be goodbye pretty soon. Darryl Motley up. 446. And that's going to be hit down to short. Romero. Thank you very much. And that'll do it here. All right. Well, this is probably his last inning here because he will start to get fatigued pretty quick now. And Gubiza, Gubeza, Gubiza. Gubaza. I'd have to hear it. Once somebody said it to me, I would hear it. That's all right. He's facing Rice. Rice 0 for 2 today. Rice 0 for 3 today. So that's going to be a 3-1-0, and that'll be a strike him out. Rice swings and see you later. So Gubeza says goodbye to Rice. Donnie Baylor, 338. You struck him out too. Struck him out. So everyone getting fanned here by the guy's name that we can't pronounce. Maybe he's so mad at us that he's throwing the smoke right now. Tony Armas 0 for 2. 661 is a 670. Oh, he's hit by the pitch. Oh, Armas was hit by the pitch. He'll take first base. So the Royals pitcher's not happy with us. All right, so Kansas City is got a 1 fatigue right now as Gedman comes up. Like pizza. All right, so go pizza. What if I call it pizza? Go pizza. Oh, I like Goo Pizza. I'm going to call him Goo Pizza. All right, Goo Pizza facing Gedman now. And it's a 577. This could be trouble. This is in the left field to Law. Is the Law going to win this one? 577. No. So we get a double. Double plus. So it's long double. All runners score. So Armas will come in, and Gedman can try for third. Gedman's speed is 0. So we're going to take the double, clear the bases, and it's 3-1. So Gedman slams that into left field. Law can't get there, and the Red Sox now lead 3-1. As Gupisa now is 2 fatigued. That's two toppings on the Gubiza. Marty Barrett. Let's see what the manager says. Everything's good. Manager's not panicking. Okay. Marty Barrett comes up. He's got a double here today. Marty Barrett, a 2.82, and that's going to be a 5.62. That's down to Salazar. I think he easily makes that play. 5.62. Yes, it would be a double play. So it's just going to be a ground out G6. All right, so they get out of the jam there, but they do pick up another run, and Clemens now has himself a 3-1 lead as we go to the top of the 7th. Gupisa still doing pretty good on the mound. And now it's Sundberg. Sundberg comes up. Let's see what he can do. Sundberg is 0 for 2 today, and a 278 against a righty. And, this Sundberg gets a hold of this one. This is going deep left field. Power of 6. Rice headed over there. And an 8, and that's going to drop in for a single. And he has to try for second base. It's a speed of 0. Oh, boy. So it's a single. So Clemens is now fatigue 1. But Sundberg has to go and try for second base. So he singles off the wall. Rice gets it. And we said Rice was a 5, right? His arm is a 5. So I have a 15. So Sundberg with 0 speed. Why he's trying for second, I don't know. But he feels he's going to make it. I need to roll a 15. So Rice gets it, and he will throw him out at second base. So how do I log this in here? So I get a single. Single. Let me check my chart here. So I want to get this right. And I think it's F. Round out. Wild pitch. Let me get this right here. I could take a guess. So I know the batter's out at second, but I want to get Rice throwing him out. There we go. Single, double, triple. All right, maybe this is it right here. So we got a single. Well, where's the runner out here? Runner on second out trying to score. So I got single R0 X1 because he's trying to get an extra base, I think. And F7. What do you think? F7. How about that? Rice comes, takes it on the hop, single, trying for second. That was it. Perfect. So what was it? 1B, R0X1, F7. Perfect. It's like a math equation. All righty. So Clemens gets him out. So Sundberg trying for two, gunned down by Rice. I like it. I like it. I like that you have to try for bases sometimes. And Baseball Reference has that section. How to pronounce it? Goob Iza. Is that E? Is that E pronounced E? That's weird. Oh, because the I would be pronounced like E. So Goobiza. I think I was going Goobiza. Royals might be playing some baseball. I'm not sure. Sounds like pizza. Like Leaning Tower of Pizza, right? Goobiza. Alrighty. Goo Pizza. I like the Goo Pizza better. Sorry. No disrespect, but I just like it better. Alrighty, so Salazar coming up. He's 0 for 2 today. What does the manager say? All set. I told Mark, I says, Mark, I got a big suggestion. I need something to light up to show me when the manager's got something to say. And he wrote it down, so we'll see if we get that. If we get that wish. 6-6-2. And that's going to be hit down the shortstop. Taken by Romero, 2 away. So Clemens getting a little tired now in the 7th. Rudy Law, a 128, and struck him out. Well, he can't be getting that tired. He struck him out. All righty, so we're going to go now to the bottom of the 7th, and Goo Pizza still on the mound, with mounds of toppings, I should say. And he's got a 2 fatigue right now. That's not too bad. And let's see here. So we got Ed Romero coming up. And let's just play them both here. Let's not get crazy. 6-17 to 627. And he's going to pop this one up to the shortstop. Nice, easy play over here for Salazar. Did I print these? Yes, I did. These are my own prints. It's 110 stock paper in my color laser printer. And on my printer, if I hit the actual size button, because my printer likes to scale it down, so I have to go to the option that says print actual size, or no, whatever, no adjustment. On my laser printer, it prints them out and it centers them perfectly on the paper. And all I got to do is cut them in thirds and cut them in half, and all these cards are lined up nearly perfect. I just have to make sure I get them on my cutter. I cut them, the half's easy enough. It's 4 1/4 inches. But that little, trying to divide 11 by 3, it's kind of like in between a couple lines of my cutter. But if I can get it lined up, I get them pretty darn close. And they're so great. When they come out, they're great. I like them. I like them a lot. I still think, like I say, so these are some of the easiest cards to print. There's no trimming. There's no lines. There's no black lines or anything like that. They just print so nice. And the PDFs are fairly inexpensive, especially on sale. And a little teaser here. Clay was talking about having some kind of a special set for Patreons. So I need to talk to him about that too. So if you're a season ticket fan and you're a Patreon member, you might be getting something for free. That could be kind of cool. He will be, he will be forever known as Goo Pizza now, Gary. You are correct. They do look nice, aren't they? I mean, look at how they are. They're colorful. They're this and that. They're all perfectly laid out. I mean, that laser printer, I love that thing. I hope it never dies on me because I love it so much. All right, so we got Dwight Evans up now. Well, I could probably separate this a little bit more. Let's see. Evans 0 for 2 today with 1 out of 577. Oh, that's going to be left field to Law. Oh, I think that's going to be one of those crazy things, right? So let's see. What does Law get to say? Where is Law? There he is. Yep. Oh, he can try for. So it's going to be a double off the wall. His arm is a 2, so he can try for an extra base. His arm is a 2. Evans' speed is a 3. Sure. Let's try it. All righty. So Evans' speed is arm is a 2, right? Arm is a 2. So we got to beat a 12. Meet or beat a 12. A speed of 3. Evans off the wall. Law plays it, throws to third. Can Evans get in there? And yeah, he's in there just barely. Oh my gosh, just barely. So he's got a 13. He needed a 12, and Evans goes in with a triple. So Evans gets the job done, and now that could be another potential insurance run for the Sox. And that's another fatigue level for Gupizza. And yeah, he's starting to show a little fatigue right now. So let's see what the manager says. Oh, he's going to let him ride, so we'll let him ride a little bit here. So it's going to be Wade Boggs coming up now. And Boggs, all he's done today is hit a home run and walk. He's had a fantastic day at the plate. Let's see if he can drive in Evans. Here we go. We got a 1-1-5. That's a 3-1-5. Ooh, and Boggs hits this into deep right field, and that will score Evans, right? Yep, that'll score everyone. So there is a strat way of doing it, but I just go F9 R3, and that sends the runner home. And Evans will score, so a sacrifice fly by Boggs, who's been a monster today for the Red Sox. And they lead now 4-1 here in the 7th. So now Gupizza he's 4. Let's see what the manager wants to do. No, he says go ahead. I don't know. I'll let him face one more batter, see if he can get out of the inning. But Buckner coming up now in a 2-29. And Buckner's a lefty in a 2-29. He walked him. Now I think we got to think about taking him out because he's a fatigue 5. Yeah. And Jim Rice coming up. You're not going to be facing Rice as a fatigue 5. So the manager says bring in Quisenberry. All righty. So we're going to go and bring in Quisenberry. Sounds like a cereal from the 70s. Oh, Quisenberry's right on the top. Look at that. So Gupizza had a good run, but he's going to come out, and Quisenberry is coming in. Where is Quisenberry? Oh, next page. Here's Quisenberry. All righty. So Dan Quisenberry will come in. He's a righty, and he'll be facing Rice with 2 outs and a man on first. So we can scratch all the fatigue right now. Yeah, I would think that too. That although it could have been a hit more into right center than anything else, and Law happened to be the guy to get this. So Rice, or whoever hit the triple, Evans? He could have hit that and just missed a home run, and Law was the one to go over there and pick it up, and maybe he didn't get it clean. Anything can happen. I know it. I'm thinking it didn't go down the line. I'm thinking it was more into the gap type of thing. And again, it's kind of the theater of the mind we were talking about the other day. So that's kind of how I envisioned that. All right, so now we got Jimmy Rice up. Jim Rice, 4-9-3. Oh, that's going to be 2-away, 4-9-3. And that's going to be a deep fly ball into center field. And back picking this up is Wilson, and that'll do it. So we go to the top of the 8th. Clemens still on the mound here. He now has himself a 4-1 lead. And let's see what the manager says. The manager says we're all set, so we're all set. So we have Willie Wilson, a 4-8-3. Willie Wilson. And that's going to be fly ball in the center field. Armas will take this one. And he is done. George Brett, 1 for 2 today. George Brett, a 5-1-5. Hit right back to Clemens, and that'll go right up the middle for a hit. So that goes right by Clemens up the middle, and Brett is on. Clemens now fatigue 2. Pizza for berries. Yeah. Now we're all getting hungry. I know. I think she's got some strawberries upstairs. I should go get some strawberries after the game. Hal McRae up with Brett on first base. Is Brett thinking about stealing? No, we're not going to steal. We need some runs here. And now we get McRae. A 122. And that's going to be a 322. Strike him out. Clemens sending him down. That's going to be 8 strikeouts for Clemens. And now there's 2 away to Frank White. And a 124, 324. Strike him out. As Clemens getting stronger as the game goes on. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Sox 4. And the Kansas City Chiefs 1. Yeah, Al, Red Sox fan. That's what I was saying too. That anything can happen in these games, and you're thinking that it hit the wall. Again, some of these guys aren't used to the wall, and so maybe it hit the wall, and they weren't playing it correctly. It went over their head, and they're chasing it down. I mean, but I'm thinking too more of a left center type of thing, and he's going a long way, and maybe he kicked the ball and couldn't get it or something like that. But Quisenberry now up against Baylor. Baylor 1 for 3 today with a single. And a 579. That's going to be a hit. That's going to go into left field. Where's Law again? Let's find the Law. Over there in left field. And that's going to be, there's another one. A double, and he can try for third base, but with speed of 2, we're going to take the double, and we're going to be happy with that double. So another off the wall. This time they're not going to try Law. And we're going to have a man on second. Tony Armas. I thought about a bunt here. But I'm thinking now with a bunt of 1, that's probably not a good idea. Although, what do I need for a bunt? I roll all 3 dice. Man, I would need a really good roll. I would really need. Yeah, there's too many things to go wrong on that. So let's just play it as it is. No outs. We're going to play it as it is. So Armas against Quisenberry, a 5-10, and that's going to, oh, man. It's a 1-6-3 double play, but I'm thinking that's hit back to the mound. Baylor's going nowhere, is my thinking on that. I mean, I guess you could go different ways with this. Okay, so here's the other thing. If first base is unoccupied, change it to a 1-3. So that's going to be a 1-3, and nobody goes anywhere. So G1-3 R2 holds. Okay, that's how I'm playing that. And again, sometimes you just got to, over here, when it says over here in my chart, the first base is unoccupied, a 6-4-3 double play is a 6-3. So I just changed that to a 1-3. All right, so there's Gedman coming up now. Gedman's 1 for 2 today with a double. And here we go. A 121. And this is going to be a fly ball, a lazy fly ball into left. Law's not going to need to play this one off the wall. And he will make the catch, and Baylor will stay at second base. So 2 away. Marty Barrett coming up here. Marty Barrett, he's got a double in this game, and a 1-1-7, and this is going to be chopped down to second base. Frank White will make the easy play, and Quisenberry is out of the jam. So that's it. We're going to go to the top of the 9th. Clemens still on the mound. He is fatigue 2 right now with a 4-1 lead. So he's going to be on a kind of a short leash here. Let's see what the manager says. The manager says leave him in. We're going to leave him in. All righty. And Fenner has the Canucks beating up the Blackhawks 4-2 in his Stone Cold hockey game, I believe it is. Now I want to play hockey. Stop doing that. This is the baseball channel, damn it. This is the baseball channel. Kidding. All right, so we got a 355, and Balboni struck him out. Clemens with another strikeout. That is 10 strikeouts for Clemens in this game. And it's 1 away. Darryl Motley, a 2 4-0-1. And it's going to be against a right of 4-0-1. Struck him out. And Clemens now with 11 strikeouts. Can he strike out the side and end it? It's Jim Sundberg. Are they going to pinch hit? No, they're going to let him swing. Here we go. Sundberg up now. Clemens trying to put him away. 365. And this is hit down to short. Romero with the easy play. And the Sox will take this one 4-1. And Clemens moves to 2-0. And that is that. Let me get rid of this. And so we will end the game. And that is that. So this project got off to a little better start as far as I'm concerned. Because he's won 2 games. Let's take a look at the Clemens stat. Let's back up this library. That's what the first thing I want to do. Alrighty. Let me see if we can get Clemens here. I don't know if I can do this here. If I can show you this or not without getting me in the way here. Let me go back to Studio B. Maybe this right here. Let me see if this will work. So let's go to View Players. And we're going to go to my pitching stats. And where is Clemens? So here's Clemens right here. So Clemens is, oh, well, we need to go to replay stats. Right? So Clemens, so he is 2-0, is .5 ERA, and 2 complete games. Okay. 12 hits, 1 run, 21 strikeouts. 21 strikeouts in 2 games. All righty. And that is that. So Clemens doing well here. We can check the standings if you like on the season overview chart here. Sox are in first place at 8-1. Okay, so this is a little bit more like it here. And I know anything can happen once you roll the dice. It's all fictitious, so I'm not trying to pick on any other game. But this one is just going a little bit better for me. Just a little bit better for me. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So that's all I got to say about that. Let me get my camera out of the way. There we go. So Sox in first place. Clemens is 2-0, and Jeff says, I'm much happier with season ticket replay. Maybe. You know, let's see if I can put my camera back over here and not shake it too much. Well, again, the results, I'm liking the results. That's for sure. I just think, you know, again, we talk about, you know, what games work for you. And this game, you know, when I had those doubles and you could try for the base or you had to try for the base, I kind of like that. Because that way I can just broadcast and I don't have to make decisions that are going to cost me the game or be wrong. You know, because I hate making wrong decisions when I do this stuff here. So it's fun when it does that. When it's like, you know, the guy is going for second base. And here's the throw. I love that. And this game makes it easy to figure that out. I think it's a little easy to run, but then again, payoff pitch is ridiculously hard to run. I feel. Doesn't mean it's a bad game. That's my opinion on that. Season ticket has always flowed for me from day one. I've never had a problem with season ticket at all. It's always just worked for me. And so maybe that's why. I like the cards. I like how it plays. I like that I can use some optional rules if I want. It just checks a lot of boxes, this game right here. It really does. And so Clemens should have retired in Boston. I wish he stayed in Boston. I mean, he went to Toronto, whatever. Then Texas or wherever it was. But, you know, when he went to New York, I was like, oh, come on. I don't like it when I see the Boston guys go to New York. Just not cool. You know, it is what it is. And Fenner says I got some excitement going on in my game. Yeah, well, again, you know, it was fun. You know, a couple of doubles off the wall that we stretched, and one guy got thrown out, and one guy didn't. I think it's fun. And these cards are great. You know what it is? They're big, so I can get right at them. So if I need to find somebody, I'm not digging through, you know, a small card or a card that's too big. They're the perfect size for me. They really are. They're just the perfect size for me. and everything's right there. I mean, I can find everything on these cards. I never have to, there's some cards that I'm not knocking anybody, but there's some cards that just have a number and a letter, and you got to memorize what that is. And again, I play so many games. When I come back to these things, it's like I don't always remember what is what. Here, I never ever have to wonder what is the steal rating, what is the speed rating, what is the bunt rating. It is all labeled, and that's what I love about it. I really do. Let me see. Jeff says he likes the Royals hat. Yeah, the curse of the hat, though. The curse and the pennant. The curse of the hat and the pennant here is the Royals lose here to the Sox 4-1. So the curse of the hat continues. It just does. That's just how it is. Have I done a video on house rules for various games? The only one I've done, well, I've done a few, but I did. I try to do them by game. So the last one I did was Apple Football. It says here's what I add to Apple Football to make it fun for me. So that's one that I do. I think I did something for Apple Hockey and maybe Shootout as well. So when I get a lot of them together, I like to put together a little video and say, here's some things that I use. Maybe they'll be fun for you, and if something else to think about. Jeff says, why I like replay baseball. The third base coach helps me not have to make decisions that can bias the results. Yeah, that's the other thing. I'm playing for the Sox, but I want to play fair. I don't want to game the game. So the more the game can tell me what to do, the less influence I have on it. And some people don't like that, and some people do. I want to play fair, so the less that I have to decide, fine. Now, occasionally it's fun. In this game when it says, hey, the batter can try for the extra base, I look at the speed, I look at the arm of the guy, let's try it, or let's not. And depending on the situation, I just do it, and it's just fun. So I like the app of baseball, but I want to steal when I want to steal. And that's the one thing. And Ron and I were talking about that today. There's always one thing in a game you wish it just did. But that's why we play all these different games, because there's no perfect game. Every game just is missing that one thing that another game has, what it feels like. But the rest of it is fine. This one here, this one checks a lot of the boxes for me, season ticket. Clay did a good job of this. I should have paid attention more, but how does season ticket handle pitcher fatigue? Okay. Do I like the APA basic fatigue rule, or do I house rule that? Usually, again, because I don't know, I'm not the baseball guy, okay? You see what I do here. I don't even know how to pronounce names. I have a good time with baseball, and I don't take it too seriously. So I don't know who to bring in and why. I don't know lefty, righty. I don't know any of that. Okay, and I kind of don't want to know. I want to just enjoy it on a blissful level, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't want to overthink my baseball like I do with my hockey. I want to just enjoy the game. And so as far as APA fatigue goes, I know that APA pitchers can get stronger, which, again, I don't want to start an argument, but I think it's kind of weird that you get, even though if you're having a strong game, I don't see how you can go up a grade. And I get that you're on fire and you can imagine anything in the whole bit, but, I don't know about that. But how it works in here, and I'll sign off because Al just jumped on with some football, and I want to watch him play football tonight, is you have a rating here. So Clemens' stamina is 6. Okay? Stamina 6. That means he can go through 6 innings with no issues. Once you get into the 7th, every time a runner gets on base, whether he's hit by the pitch, he's walked, singles, home runs, anytime someone gets on base, he takes a fatigue hit. And what you do is when you read off the ballpark, which is the 600 numbers, you add 10 for every level of fatigue. So I had a fatigue level of 5 for Gupizza, right? So that means that anything in the 600, I'm adding 50. So that's going to put it up in the hit range and the deep drive range, which you don't want to be. So that's when you take them out. I kind of like that. Everything else stays the same, but if you roll that 1 out of 6 number, that 600 number, that's when you get into trouble. So you can kind of roll the dice with him, so to speak, and leave him in, or you can take the chance that you're not going to hit any 6s, but it's devastating if you do. So I do like that fatigue system. It's not complicated. It's easy to do, and I don't feel it's overbearing. So I can leave Clemens in beyond 6 innings and don't feel like he's going to get lit up. So anyway, and Ron McGrath's come by late, but better late than never. Yep. So anyway, hey, so thanks for coming by here. Play a little season ticket tonight. I really like this game, and I'm really liking how this replay's going here as Clemens get off to the 2-0 start here tonight by beating the Royals. I think it was 4-1 or something like that. Going the distance. So 2 games went the distance in both. I'm excited to be doing this now. So, all right, I'm Dave. I'm going to jump out. Hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think we might be recording Digital to Dice tomorrow too, so we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go jump on and watch Al play some APA football because I really like APA football. And John says he doesn't use any stamina ratings. He uses the actual box score. Okay. I go by feel, because there's so many baseball games and they do it so many different ways. I do go by feel. How do I feel he's doing? If he's in the 5th inning, but he's given up 13 hits, okay, maybe 1 run, but 13 hits, he's getting hit pretty good. He's throwing a lot of pitches. If he gives up 3 home runs and it's 3-0 and he's only given up 3 hits on the 3 home runs, that's different than giving up 10 hits. So I don't really have a way of doing it. I go by feel and what I think is right. And now with the Ask the Manager option in Digital Diamond, I get some help, and that is awesome. So anyway, I'm Dave. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This was fun, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.